I would like you guys to envision this scenario with me. Imagine you live in a country where everywhere you turn, all you see is pictures of your country's leader. The foods you like to eat are just trying to mimic actual tasty foods and snacks. And the government tells you what you can and can't do, and if you ever go against what the government says, they'll send you to one of their re-education camps. The scenario I've just described to you is what life looks like for citizens of North Korea. Today I'm going to inform you guys about daily life aspects of North Koreans. It's important to stay informed about countries outside of the United States, especially a country that has always had a lot of tension with us. North Korea has always been a very interesting topic to me, as I have watched many shows and movies that take place in North Korea, and after conducting sufficient research, I am ready to share with you guys what I learned. To learn more about the aspects of life in North Korea, I'm going to talk about school and college life, the types of foods that they eat, and the poverty that the citizens experience. Now that I've introduced the topic to you guys, let's talk about school life. In his 2007 book, Andrew Lankoff writes small essays to describe aspects of life in North Korea. In one of these small essays about school life, he says, from its inception, the North Korean state has always been very serious about education. In a story written about a woman who escaped North Korea, published in the Association for Asian Studies, found at www.asianstudies.org, she said, all students wear uniforms with badges of portraits of the country's leaders, from the beginning of elementary school all the way to the end of university. There's officers everywhere in cities looking out for citizens, making sure they're not dyeing their hair or wearing blue jeans. She also says, when I was in school, we always had to wear uniforms and they had to be immaculately clean. Next, when it comes to studying academics, Andrew Lankoff writes that vacations are short. The students study for about 35 weeks a year, and their classes run from around 30 to 35 hours a week, more than their South Korean counterparts. When it comes to college, it takes about 6 years to earn a good degree. Lastly, when it comes to the fields most studied in North Korea, Andrew Lankoff says that they are science and technology, as the humanities field is seen as almost useless. Now that we've talked about school and college life, let's talk about the foods that they eat. On April 22nd, 2022, the Associated Press article written by Hyungjin Kim titled Scholar Uses Garbage to Study Life in North Korea, he studied garbage of food wrappers that appeared to be normal, but upon closer inspection, there was something not quite right about them. Hyungjin Kim from the Associated Press writes that in some ingredient information on juice pouches, it was found that tree leaves was used as a sugar substitute, as there is a lack of sugar and sugar processing equipment in North Korea. Hyungjin Kim also says that some of the wrappers display extremely exaggerated claims. 3 of these claims say that walnut-flavored snack cakes have more protein than meat. Another one of these wrappers says that collagen ice cream will make children grow taller and improve skin elasticity. And lastly, a snack cake said that a specific type of microalgae prevents diabetes, heart disease, and aging. Now that we've talked about the types of foods that are being eaten, let's talk about the poverty experience in North Korea. In an article named Dismal Photos Taken in North Korea, published in the July 22nd, 2022 edition of Business Insider, photographer Shiloh Chu says that there are scores of people living in abject poverty. This first photo taken by Shiloh Chu shows a dirty toddler roaming the dirt streets of a very rundown North Korean village. Now you might ask yourself, why are the streets made of dirt and why is the village so run down? There's a simple answer to this question, and it's that North Koreans are living in extreme poverty. This next image taken by Shiloh Chu shows a very rundown residential building. The roofs are rusted and everything just is in dire need of repair. This last photo taken by Shiloh Chu shows a toddler begging for money in a train station. Children are affected by the daily amounts of poverty in North Korea. Now that I've talked about the different aspects of life in North Korea, let's quickly review. It's easy to wonder what such a superior country like North Korea is up to. Well, I have to describe to you guys some of the aspects of life in North Korea. These aspects include that North Korea is very serious about education, there is a lack of modernization in their foods and snacks, and the citizens live in poverty. Now you might ask yourself, why can't they just leave? And that's the catch, is that they